Hello guys, in the last episode, we did a ton of cross-examinations and saved our friend... I don't remember his first name. We saved our friend Larry Butts Butt by cross-examining this guy right here. You know, his face reminds me of Glass Joe from Punch-Out! Only Glass Joe doesn't have any teeth left. Anyway, back to the case. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? What do you mean, what's the meaning of this? He told me murder. This is all baseless conjecture. Is it really that baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Yeah, he looks like he's about to have a... I don't really know what's about to happen. He's about to have some sort of mental breakdown. Does the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Gwa! Gross. Shut up. I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him! I bet he was the sugar daddy, and he just threw his toupee at Phoenix Wright. He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Wow. Order! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Dude. You're sweating? He just flipped out. I think there's a little bit of evidence. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There isn't anything disproving it. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. Statue. Why would someone make a clock like that? It's rather heavy. A fact which is clear if you simply... examine the clock's batteries. Ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. Ask the neighbors. Yeah, ask the neighbor. Yeah. All you have to do is talk to the victim's neighbors. Yeah, because they would have heard it. I'm sure. Talk to the neighbors? Yeah, I'm sure one of them heard the clock tell the time when the incident occurred. I see. Does the prosecution have anything to say, Mr. Payne? We have already made all the necessary inquiries. Everyone living near the victim's apartment was out at the time of the murder. Well... Furthermore, even if a neighbor had heard the clock, that would not yeah, right. That is true. I believe you may be wrong, Mr. Wright. You'll receive a penalty for that. Unfortunately. Oh, that hurts. It hurts. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Let me think about it again. Shoot. The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try sounding the clock. I'm sure he would have a big emotional reaction if we heard the clock sound again. I don't really know what examining the batteries would do. Is there a clue here? Wait. Yeah, we could sound the clock because it would be 3 hours off. It would be like 3 to 4 hours incorrect. Yeah. Or you could examine the batteries to show that the batteries were wrong. I'm gonna try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now. Here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? That the clock is 3 hours off. Yeah, it's 11:15 right now, or 16. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? What time it is now? It's 11:20. 11. Ack. Yeah. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing! Does it? How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? I don't know. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? It seems you lack the critical intelligence to support your claims. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. I think it's indict. Yeah, indict. The witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. Dang it! I come all the way down here to testify, and look at what happens! They treat me like a criminal! A criminal! It's because you are a criminal. You lawyers are all slime! Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. It failed you. Well, hey, you proved that he wasn't the you proved that he wasn't the one who killed her. You just didn't prove that If anyone, you failed his girlfriend, Miss Stone. There's nothing I can do about it now. Well, courts are like more than one day. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Yay! Yeah, I mean, Chief! Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! Right. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove that clock was so slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Why was the clock 3 hours slow? Unless it was a clock that plugged in figure out the reason MGO had to prove. Right? You did that on purpose. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I think I can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. Must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Wait, no, it clearly doesn't plug in, because otherwise it would be a plate working. Something to do with the blackout report, I'm sure, pal. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Unless she brought the clock with her from Paris! Yeah, that... I'm so stupid. Take that! Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 o'clock here, 4 p.m. here, 1 a.m. the next day there. Right. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh! I actually didn't notice that pun. Saw it. Saw it. Okay. I can't believe I didn't notice that one. Okay, I personally apologize for that. Yeah. Oh gosh, he's frothing at the mouth. Oh, shh. Where did he go? Order! Order, I say. Just frothed at the mouth and died? What the... Huh? Well... This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Oh, okay, that's what happened. I thought his body dematerialized when he fell into the mouth. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Yeah, that's the best part. That was all on the spot. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yeah. And with that, the court is adjourned. Yes! It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. Wait, he didn't actually sell newspapers? Could we have used that in our defense the whole time? Oh, whatever. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. Oh, so the... Oh... After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Alright, we'll figure out what happens here in the next episode. Remember to subscribe and like and comment and all that jazz and stuff. See you later.